Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to Legendary Banner Predictions. What month is it again? It's August, right? August, the end of August, Legendary Banner Predictions. And this one I'm less confident than any other one I've done yet. The last time I think we got 10 or 11 out of 12. We basically nailed it. We even nailed the Legendary Hero. The one before it as well, we did like insane for predictions. So I'm gonna go one by one through the colors and let you know my thoughts. I think I'm wrong on a lot of these, but it is what it is, and you got to take a gamble sometimes, right? And sometimes gambles pay off. Maybe not this time, but maybe it will. So let's go here. Let's start off with blue, and we have Ninian on here, and I'm noticing they're really liking to give dancers to us, and I think somebody like Ninian is the perfect unit for just a regular casual player. They love dancers, they love dragons, they love Ninian, they love dresses, they love purple, they love long hair, they love belts shaped of ice cubes, or snowflakes is probably the right word for that. They love everything about people like Ninian, so I feel like this is a good sort of fill-in blue unit here, because blue isn't going to be the one most people are summoning on this time around. So it's good to throw units like this into pools like blue, where people aren't really too crazy about. If they need one of them, they can get one. If they want fortified dragons or whatever for some reason, they can also go for that. So this is kind of a long shot, but Azar was a long shot too, and just kind of makes sense. So our next one here, we're gonna do Bjorn, because that's a given. We know that's happening. We're gonna get at least 1 out of 12 here. We don't really care too much about her anymore. Like, I love her to death. She's still one of my favorite units to use, but like, not many people are going to be actively summoning for her, you know? And that leaves us to our seasonal in Katria. I like her. She's great, nothing special, and again, that's kind of the theme of what I thought they would want blue to be this time around. Just nothing special. Just if you happen to want something there, go for it. You know, there's your blue units. You can have some fun there. But next up is the one I'm trying to talk myself into that this could happen, but I just don't think it can, but I put it in anyway because I figured why not just take a gamble here. So we're talking about green, and green is a problem because there's so many strong green units, and it's getting to the point where there's just like, we've got to have a nuts green banner sometime, and this is just the perfect time for it. We have a new legendary hero coming out in red. We have CYL2 coming out. We have a seasonal dancer banner out. We have so many things that people are out of orbs, so I think this is one of the best times ever just to toss all the good things in like a certain section of a legendary banner and make people just spend every last one of their orbs. This also fits in, obviously I'm talking about people I haven't shown on the screen yet, which you probably know who they are. This also fits into the current theme of needing as high of arena score as possible. And you have to remember, every time we think about a decision, every time we think about why a unit's on a banner, every time we think about why Eirika exists, why Zelgius exists, we need to like bring it back to the money, because that's what matters, right? So anytime they can make a super money-making scheme, in quotes, to try to get them a huge influx of money, I think they're going to take it. And right now with the arena, everybody is struggling. Everybody is trying to either get into tier 21 or stay into tier 21. By the way, my alt is staying in tier 21, I think. And we're also doing tier 21 on the main today, right after this video, just as a side note. So I think they're going to throw us this big bad guy right here. Scores insanely high, obviously is bonkersly good, and exactly what basically everybody is going to be wanting right now. Granted, people probably want Legendary Hector more, but sometimes you got to get Legendary Hector and a regular Hector to score high enough, right? That's just what it's come down to now. And that's just not enough, right? Gunthra is probably one of the least wanted units, maybe next to Bolin or something like that, or Legendary Lin, just because they score less and they're less attractive because of that. So I think I hit him in the back because of his stupid purple everywhere. Like, he just takes over the whole screen. So I put Grima on here too, somebody as well that's going to score insanely high, ridiculous fodder for everything here. And I think they're just going to try to get as much money as they can out of the green. It's a perfect time. Everybody's already out of orbs. Like I said, everybody is struggling to get higher scores. And I think if you're going to do it, now's the time. This is the time that will make them the maximum profit. So I definitely think something like this could happen. Alternatively, if they don't do something like this, there are so many other green units that can be used, such as a bunch that I can't remember off the top of my head because I have so many things going on in my head right now. But there's a ton that they could put in here to fill in the space for Robin here. Like an Olwen might work. There's a bunch. Kana might work as well. But I think they're just gonna go super nutso on this and just take all our orbs basically. Especially since they just took all our orbs in the last two banners with blue and green. So next up, let's go to red, I think. And this is just a hope, you know? Like, I just put him on here because he's the only one we have a picture of. Obviously, if the one pattern that's held up, which is male, male, female, female, blah, 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 holds up, this can't happen because this breaks the pattern. Since we had Lucina last month and then Hector last month, so this month should be a female. But I have hopes, you know? I don't think it's him. Like, I do think they're gonna stick to a pattern and it's going to be a female, somebody like Micaiah, somebody like Celica, somebody we don't have yet, somebody like Eirika. Like, I think Eirika is just prime candidate for a legendary hero. In fact, like, as I'm talking through myself, I think it's gonna be Eirika now because everybody loves Eirika, and it's the perfect time to give her something like this. And she missed CYL2. It just makes sense. The reason why I don't think Hrid yet is because I feel like he's going to be announced alongside a CYL2. I think he's going to have an amazing cinematic, and he's going to be like a huge Fae channel thing. And I said CYL2 a second ago. I definitely meant Fae channel. Like, going to be announced in a big Fae channel announcement with a video and everything. So I don't think it's going to be him yet, but leaning towards Eirika now, because I want me some Eirika. I don't know what they would do to her, especially as a red, since she's already got an amazing red sword, but maybe just make her even more supportive or something, and I would just go nuts for that. Next up is one, red is the one I'm least certain about, by the way. I added Lene here, and Lean Lene, whatever you say her name, just because she's a dancer and they like to fit dancers in as much as they can because people love dancers, especially now that we need a bunch of different dancers for different blessings. It just makes sense. I wasn't sure who else could really fit in this red area. I think there's people like Lucina who haven't been on these yet. I think Celica hasn't been on a banner yet, but I think she's too weak. And I'm not sure who else. And the point of colors that are having a new legendary is to have somebody that is somewhat attractive but not too attractive, you know? Like, obviously Lene is great, but you only kind of really need one of her and not something you need merged up. So I also put Reinhart to the side here because it's time, I think, for him to come around. Either him or Olwen will be here, I think one of the two. And I do think this would be a decent red, like something you're not really too stoked to get multiples of for at least the majority of people, I think. But if you're going for a legendary hero, there's people like me who don't have Reinhart or Lene who would pull at least until they got one and then stop for duplicates. So red looks decent, but as I'm looking over this legendary banner, I'm gonna get like 5 out of 10 or 5 out of 12, and all the ones I get are gonna be the gimmies. I feel so bad about this prediction because it just, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way this is gonna happen. But we have Robin here, and I hate Robin for the same reason I hate other Robin, because their purple takes up the whole damn screen in my display here. But she's obviously a given. One day we will get a colorless legendary hero that's gonna be not Robin, and I'm gonna be so excited. As for the two that are sharing with her, I can't believe I even put this last one on here. But first we have Kagero. I think it's time for her to be on. Colorless are so hard to put on here, and she definitely, it's time. We need another seasonal here. The thing is that it's 3 seasonal still, so that's enough, and we could put another seasonal on here. I think that's what I tried to figure out, whether I wanted to put 3 or 4, but I ended up going with 3. She's a good unit. She is fun. She's got all sorts of great assets. She's great. Great. And the final one. Yes, I put her on here. Yeah, I know I'm wrong, but I've got a +10er sometime, right? I can't really think of many other super good colorless units to put on there that haven't been put on a billion times. Like, maybe it's just time to throw Mist on there, you know? Like, maybe it has to be done. Alternatively, I think the best option if it's not Mist is Faye. I think Faye is the one that's been put on the least, so there's that. I also wanted to put Takumi on here, our boy Takumi, but he's a free unit now, so it kind of feels weird to put him on a legendary unit, or a legendary banner. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I have no idea. That's my thoughts though. As for overall thoughts on this banner, green is absolutely bonkers if it happens. Red, depending on the legendary hero, I would pull until I got at least a Lene, I think. Colorless, I would stay super far away from, and blue, I would also stay super far away from. So yeah, let me know how wrong you think I was here, as always, and maybe I'll just like get super lucky and get 10 out of 11 or 10 out of 12 again. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it's legendary Eirika, because I love Eirika so much and I just hype myself into it even though I know it's not. Have a wonderful day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now.